All right, we're in ProPresenter. I'm going to try to do a few things here. So let's first add some things. Let's add a new playlist. That's how you create a playlist. So see, I've already got some there, so let's throw this in there. For our purposes, let's call it test playlist. So I'm going to move it to the top there to keep it so easily accessible. See, we've got all the advents already loaded for the next month. So we want to populate this playlist. So let's go into songs. Let's just grab some songs. Let's put Amazing Grace in the playlist. That was already established. So there it is. See? Let's grab another song. Let's see. Count Your Blessings. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's drag it up there to playlist. So now those two are in our playlist. We just need more than 2 songs. So let's go down to let's see, backgrounds for our Chota logo. That's where it is. There it is. So we'll just pull that in. That's usually, you use that for our transitions and things like that. So we've got our Chota logo, Amazing Grace, Count Your Blessings. Let's see what else. Let's put a missions video in. We'll just grab one. Let's see, this is about Operation Christmas Child. Yeah, we'll just throw that in there. So, you found that down there in your media playlists. So you're able, again, just grab it and drag it and drop it in the playlist. It's easy to populate it that way. So now let's go up here and actually create a song. So create, like, let's say you get a song you can't find in the database. So you want to do a new presentation. We're just going to call this thing, let's just call it Lighthouse, I think. Let's call this song Lighthouse, and then we'll create it from there. Just make up some lyrics. So you see, by default, it's going to go in the library for the song. So that's where it's going to go. So here it is. We can't really edit it there. So let's click edit. So it makes the whole screen. So let's make up some words here to go with our lighthouse song. I live in a lighthouse. It is always bright. There we go. If I could type today, that would probably be good. So, all right, it's just kind of small. So let's do some modifications here. So we text, and by default, I just have always used the Georgia. Obviously, you can do anything. These are all the options. But using Georgia font, so go down to Georgia. There it is. Let's make it bigger. Let's see, 120 is by, again, default what I do. But let's say you want to go even bigger than that, because, 120 works here. But let's try, let's see, let's go huge. 200. All right, see, obviously that's maxing out. So if we stretch it, see how we change the field of display, now it fits. So I live in a lighthouse. It's always bright. So we want to create another slide in this, and we can do that way, which is a little harder, I think. But let's just do this. Let's just copy this slide. Then we'll paste it, and then it's the same. So then we can go ahead and just, everything's the same. We just need to change the lyrics. So I live in a lighthouse. It's always bright. The light shines at night. Okay. It's a little big, isn't it? To warn ships. So let's change that. Let's bring that font size down. We're at 200. Let's take it to 150. Hey, that fits. But now we want to be consistent. So let's go back to our other one and then change this to 150. Highlight it all. Go up here. 150. We can just input it 150. There we are. We got our song. All right, and so we'll just drag that into the test there. One of the things that then you want to do is, as you see, Lighthouse is there. You may want to create a title page, which you can just copy that from a previous song and then insert that. Then we can place other things like communion, reorder things here. So if we were actually doing a service, let's see here, what other pieces do we want to add? Let's take a peek around here. Maybe we want to go, let's see. Yeah, let's import a message of some sort. So import, now let's do another song. Let's do another song. So you go to song select. Let's see, Father's House, or Father Abraham. Yeah, there you go. There's a song. Well, let's go with Father's House. It pulled up. So let's just go with this. It's there in the database. And so we match that up with our hymnal. Those match. So we import it. By default, does the 2 lines. Okay. And imports. It's going to take it to our songs. Now, granted, we're not in the songs. So we need to go find it now. So again, go into our song library. Here it is. So it's Father's House. So you can just type down here in the filter, Father's House, pulls it up. As you can see, the font is way small, so we want to change that. So again, like we did before, as we created one, we edit, highlight the text, go over to text. Again, I'm just going to use Georgia because that's just default by what I've been doing. But again, you can use anything there. You can even change colors. You can do whatever you want. But white and Georgia usually works. We want to make this bigger. So using my default is 120. So there it fits. And then you want to copy that style and use it on each slide. That way you don't have to change every slide. Now granted, you may still have to do some modifications. So like boom, so that's too big. So you can stretch it, change the field of view where it all fits on 2 lines. And you can do that throughout. Boom, there we are again, just again, stretching it. And if you stretch it one way, stretch it obviously the other way, the same amount. And then we just break that there. It's not terrible. It used to be a problem when we used to transport it over to the other computer, but don't worry about that too much now. Again, just stretching it out, fills out the slide. That way you keep the same size font and everything. Now granted, you could just leave it like that, but again, we want to just stretch it out and see how it goes. Going all the way through. I mean, this is a long song. I don't know if we want to do all this, but at least we'll see the chorus here. Stretch that out. There we are. So again, so we could do the rest, but that would take a while. So we'll go back to show. So it goes back to its normal view. Here, show. There we go. Father's House, we want to drag it up into our playlist of test. There it is. Test, it's in there. So Father's House, we can move it around, drag and move it wherever we want it in the order of worship. So right now we got there. So now let's say we need a message here. So let's import a PowerPoint message. So we can go into, these are other things that are there, but let's go to sermons. We'll just grab one. And it'll probably already be there, so we may have to do a write over or something, but at least, so it's importing. We don't want it in songs, we want it in sermons. All right, and we want it in just general. I mean, I guess you could drop it right in the playlist, but let's just do no playlist. Now it's just, yeah, of course we thought, so we'll just say write over that way because we're doing a new one. So let's go into sermons, let's find it. That's right there at the top since it's a number. And then for soils, drag it and drop it into test. Let's see if it's in there, test. There it goes. All right, so now again, we want to organize our order. So just drag and place things in the order you want it to be in. That's how we do that. So now we've got the song, communion song, message, song, missions video, and then closeout song. So that's our order. So let's look at just importing a song that is let's see here. Wait a minute. Oh no, let's just do some media here. Let's import some media, and let's say just some kind of video or something, so you know how to do that. So import it. It's just a background, but open, not in communion. Let's just put it in specials. Import. It's already there, right over, just like before. All right, so now we go down to specials, probably the last one there, and we snag it. There it is, and we drag it in there. So that's how you would do like a video that was you haven't already imported. You go again, insert the media, or import the media, then place it, and then find it, and then drag it and put it in your playlist. So that's how I do missions videos, other videos we create, things of that nature. Again, a lot of this takes time, just playing around with it, but hopefully this gives you a little bit of an inside way to get to it. So let's see. So let's get rid of this test one. We don't need it, so I just right-clicked and deleted. Then those songs, that Lighthouse song, we don't need it, do we? Somebody going to go, what kind of song is this? So here we go, and right-click, go down to delete. Doom. Okay, it's gone. Let's see. So I guess that, well, let's work on this. Let's change the background here of a song. Let's say you've got this one, but you don't want to keep it. So you want to right-click on it, go down to remove action. So it takes away fall aerials. Go to other backgrounds in our playlist of media. Let's just grab that wood one, put it on the first one. As long as it's on the first one, it's okay if you start on the first one. Now, if you just jump in the middle of the song, it won't work. So we changed it again, took that off. Let's put the snow one. All right. So again, all you do is right click and you can remove and then drag a new one to it. So that's how you change the background on a song. I'm sure there's other pieces of the puzzle here, but I think that'll do for now.